Some breaking news brought to the top of our broadcast. There are still a lot of questions surrounding the apparent abduction of a 9-year-old Sugarland boy, Amsal Duca, who is safe at home, and the women suspected of taking him overnight.
There's a live news conference going on right now. We want to take you right to it.
Being signed by Judge Pedro Ruiz. The bond amount has not been determined as of yet. She will be booked into the Fort Bend County Jail and held in whatever bond is set. Charges will be kidnapping, which is a third-degree felony.
Any indication that what her connection to the child is, motive, or anything like that?
On the advice of her attorney, she hasn't uttered one single word to us, so we have nothing about her motivations in this crime. However, we do feel we have a very strong case based on the statements from the other individuals, including the young man.
Chief, do you have any better indication of what they were doing last night, this pair?
There's some indications that they simply drove around. They went to a local fast food establishment, went and bowled for a short period of time, and parked in the driveway of an unoccupied residence, slept for a while in the car. And that's about the extent of their activity that we're aware of.
Do you have walk us through what he's telling you as far as when he got off the school bus? Can you kind of walk us through exactly what he's telling you happened?
I don't have it verbatim as to what he's indicated. However, the gist of what it is that when he got off the school bus, he was motioned by her. He recognized her. She is a family friend, lives just 2 buildings down. Was informed along the lines that his parents had requested that she pick him up. He got in the car with her willingly, and they left the area.
Is there any indication? Do you have an idea of what the motive was? Why did she take him?
That's the big unknown at this point. We have no idea at all at this point of what the motivations may have been. I expect at some point that will come out.
Did the boy talk anything at all about the time when she dropped him off? Do you think she changed her mind about something?
I think what happened there was that her husband actually contacted her and told her that the police were inquiring, had been to the home, and that she needed to bring the child back. Rather than bringing him back, she chose a spot to simply drop him off, and then made a phone call and said that's where he is.
Is anyone else expected to be charged?
It would not surprise me if there were not some other charges filed. It could be anything from a co-conspirator in the kidnapping to hindering an investigation. There were a number of people that had knowledge of where the child actually was and who had possession of him, and they simply did not forward that information to us, and basically had 60-plus policemen and 150 volunteers out there searching in the area when they knew full well the child was gone with a specific person.
At what point, sir, during the efforts last night, did your people begin to get suspicious that there was something else going on?
When one of our detectives, Detective Tommy Thompson, approached the husband of the suspect, he detected that the man seemed a little nervous and made some statements that were somewhat inconsistent. Due to that, he put a little more pressure on, and that's when he admitted that, yes, his wife, in fact, did have possession of the child, and he wasn't sure where she was, but that fitted the description of her car, and he knew for a fact she had him. In fact, he had been speaking on the phone with her earlier and was supposed to meet her at a certain location. He went to that location. She did not arrive. And that's what got the ball rolling as far as her dropping the child off.
Do you know if she has a history of any mental illness?
I don't know anything about her mental state or if she has any prior mental health-related issues. Wouldn't surprise me based on some of the things that are going on with this.
Any mention of ransom plot or anything like that?
No, we have nothing at all on motive, period. No ransom. There was no ransom demand made, anything like that.
Does she have children of her own?
I don't know.
Again, sir, as for how they spent that time over the nighttime hours, basically just driving around and chatting?
That's pretty much it. They drove around. They went to one amusement facility, bowled for a little bit, went and got fast food, slept in the car for a while in the driveway. That's about it. There was nothing significant, as far as any spectacular activities or anything.
Was the little boy shaken? Was he able to be a good witness to you guys?
All right, you've been listening to a live press conference there from the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Department. Deputy Craig Brady, Chief Deputy Craig Brady, and kind of getting us caught up on what happened last night in the abduction of 9-year-old Amsal Duka. We're hearing the woman at the center of this case, Kismat Mamin, apparently waved him over once he got off the school bus. Next thing you know, they're riding around for several hours, stopped at a fast food place, even fell asleep in front of an abandoned home before she finally dropped him off.
Yes, she will be facing third-degree felony charges for kidnapping. That was just revealed, and we do know that more charges could be forthcoming because it appears several other people knew she had this child, according to police, and didn't fill them in on their investigation. We're going to take a quick break and have more news for you coming up shortly.